Today I will discuss about nephrotic syndrome. At first we know what is nephrotic syndrome, then pathogenesis, causes, mechanism, then brief notes on different glomerulonephritis causes nephrotic syndrome, then what history would one like to take in any case of nephrotic syndrome, bedside test, investigation, treatment, prognosis and complication. This is normal glomerular structure. This is nephrotic syndrome. This is afferent arterial, this is efferent arterial. Glomerular basement membrane. This is Bowman's capsule. In normal glomeruli, it is negatively charged. Negatively charged what? Bowman's capsule is negatively charged. Glomerular basement is negatively charged. Charged negative. So any particle like albumin, globulin, or any other particle cannot pass through urine. But if any trauma or any syndromes like nephrotic syndrome, albumin, globulin can pass through urine. Why? Because before it is negatively charged, but after nephrotic syndromes occurs, glomerular basement membrane and Bowman's capsule is neutral charge. So any particles can easily enter, excrete through the urine. Albumin can pass here and globulin can pass here. So albumin and globulin occurs proteinuria. Massive proteinuria because more than 3.5 gram per day albumin is excreted through the urine. Now, why edema occurs in nephrotic syndrome? This is a capillary, this is arterial side, this is venous side, this is interstitial tissue. In arterial side there is increased hydrostatic pressure and decreased oncotic pressure, so fluid can easily enter into the interstitial tissue and exchange gas and nutrition and enter into the venous side, because there in venous side there is decreased hydrostatic pressure, increased oncotic pressure. As we know that albumin passes through urine, there is less albumin maintain oncotic pressure, albumin is less, so there is not albumin is not here to maintain the oncotic pressure in venous side, so oncotic pressure is decreased, so fluid cannot enter into the circulation, so fluid remain here interstitial tissue, that is called generalized edema. What happens in liver have to generate more protein to compensate this plasma protein or plasma protein. So liver with plasma protein also increase the synthesis of plasma protein, also generate lipid. So hyperlipidemia also occurs, that is causes atherosclerosis, proteinuria, generalized edema, hyperlipidemia. Albumin is less in circulation because albumin excreted through the urine, so there is hypoalbuminemia. Now we know what is nephrotic syndrome. It is characterized by generalized edema, massive proteinuria, hyperlipidemia, hypoalbuminemia. We can remember by HELLP syndrome. HELLP syndrome. It is hypoalbuminemia, hyperlipidemia, edema, lipid, hyperlipidemia, proteinuria. In what is the causes of nephrotic syndrome? Primary causes, secondary causes. Primary causes and secondary causes. Primary is minimal changes, glomerulonephritis, membranous glomerulonephritis, focal segmental glomerulosclerosis, mesangial glomerular A nephropathy. In secondary, diabetes nephropathy, collagen disease like ACLE, rheumatoid arthritis, malignancy, amyloid, animal biting like snake bite. What history would one like to take in any case of nephrotic syndrome? If patient has diabetes or not. if he or she has collagen disease present or not, if she malignant or not, if animal bite him or not. Now we discuss about briefly discuss about some glomerulonephritis. One is minimal changes glomerular disease. Here loss of podocyte. Podocyte should be in their this position, but there is loss of podocyte fusion. This is normal glomerular basement membrane. There is no deposit here because fluid any particles can easily enter into the glomerular basement membrane. Occurs in all ages, especially in children. High doses glucocorticoid may response. Prognosis is excellent. Now we know what is the membranous glomerulonephropathy. Here deposit of immunoglobulin G deposit here. What is the prognosis? 1/3 spontaneous remit, 1/3 remain, 1/3 remain, and 1/3 is progress to renal failure. May response to good glucocorticoid. Now we know what is the focus segmental glomerulosclerosis. Here thickened of glomerular basement membrane and segmental, name is segmental, there is a segmental glomerulosclerosis we can see here. Deposit specific focal scar, focal scar deposit here. Less response to glucocorticoid. Prognosis is bad. Immunoglobulin A nephropathy. There is deposit immunoglobulin A. What investigation one would done in nephrotic syndrome patient? Urine RME to see the proteinuria. This is bedside test of a nephrotic syndrome patient. 4 hours urine to see that if it is more than 3.5 gram per day albumin losses or not. Serum lipid, because in nephrotic syndrome hyperlipidemia occur. If one collect blood, then in normal blood collection or in nephrotic syndrome patients blood collection is different because sample is different, because in nephrotic syndrome patients blood is more concentrated, hemoconcentrated, and yellow particles floating in upper part of the fluid which is yellow in color. So it is fat particles, yellow cholesterol floating in test tube. Serum total protein albumin globulin ratio. Now we know what is the treatment of nephrotic syndrome patients. Restriction, fluid and salt restriction, diuretics, loop diuretics, thiazide diuretics, amiloride. Then steroid may good response to in nephrotic syndrome. What is the complication? Hypercoagulability, because liver increased synthesis of procoagulant, that is called venous thrombosis. Infection. Why infection? Because hypogammaglobulinemia, hypoimmunoglobulinemia, because immunoglobulin is less to because kidney excretes immunoglobulin. So infection occurs here. What infection? What bacteria is mostly pneumococcal bacteria. Oligouric renal failure, because urine concentrated fluid is concentrated, because more fluid in peripheral side, less fluid in circulation. Loss of thyroxine binding globulin, because globulin is excreted through the urine. Loss transferrin and iron causes iron deficiency anemia. Hyperlipidemia causes atherosclerosis. Thanks. Assalamu